All right. So thank you guys for being here. We do appreciate your time, value your time, and hopefully we'll share something useful with you today. Today is a regularly scheduled sales meeting. And so I have an item of value that I would like to share with you. Normally we would kick things off with our core partners, but since they're not here, we're gonna start with me this week. Because sometimes you just want to talk about I want to talk about me, want to talk about number one. Oh my me, my. Oh, you know that. You know that Toby Keith song?
Yeah.
Your face is raising.
Nice intro.
God, poor Toby, man.
You only heard that song.
So I thought this was interesting. So this came from a Prosperity Home Mortgage loan officer who is not John, but it was talking about the state of interest rates. And so hopefully you guys can see this. I just want to read it to you. After yesterday morning's increase in bond and mortgage rates in the market, and the market stayed the same all day, today it looks like it may get a little better, but inflation and world uncertainty issues are causing our market to be very volatile on a moment's notice. A VA rate today with a 700 credit score is 4.625%. A conventional is 5.125, and a VA product are all 5% or higher. And so to put this in perspective, the difference in going from 3.5% where we were in February to 5% today is over $240 per month in payment. So think about that. Think about these buyers who are losing the ability to qualify for the home as these interest rates continue to go up. It's brutal to think that last month you could have gotten this house for $250 a month less. And if you extrapolate that out over 5 years, 10 years, that's a lot of friggin' money, man. And so I think it's our job to educate these buyers and let them know where the market is now, but what the market could do, next month.
When was the date of this?
So this is today.
And it's up to 4.6.
This was he did this morning, 4.6. Yeah, and that's with a 700 credit score, and that's VA. That's crazy, right?
Last week.
Yeah, exactly. Last week it was a lot lower. So keep this in mind, you guys, because it has a direct impact on your buyer's ability to qualify. And if you had a pre-approval letter for your buyer a month ago, you may want to have it refreshed, because now they no longer qualify for 250. Now they only qualify for 210,000. Right? Let's keep that in mind. Yeah.
We knew it was going up.
Yep. We just didn't really want to see it.
John said the good thing, when I was talking to him last week, he said the good thing is now instead of having 14, competing with 14 other buyers, you're only competing with 7.
That may be true. That may be true.
And now he can defend that. He's logging in.
Oh, good. So John's logging in?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me go back to that then, and we'll get John to comment on that, since he's coming into our meeting right now. Bear with me here 1 second. Can John hear me?
Sure.
Okay. So John, I got this email from Lee this morning, and you've probably done something very similar, but I just shared it with our audience today, and I wondered if you might speak to this increase in interest rates that we're seeing and its effect on the monthly payment. So Lee, to summarize, said the difference in going from 3.5 where we were a few weeks ago to 5% today is $240 a month, which obviously prices a lot of buyers out of the market. John.
He's connected to the audio.
Did he hear me?
I would have. So I
Oh, I thought he was on and ready.
Now he's ready.
Oh.
I was connecting via phone audio. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, did you hear what I just said?
No, I didn't hear anything you said. I'm sorry, I'm late, guys.
Okay, all right.
Repeat yourself.
So what we're looking at here is an email that Lee sent out to his audience this morning, talking about the effect of interest rates going up and the difference between 3.5% versus 5%, which equates to about $240 a month difference in payment. And so we were just talking about how important it is to, educate our buyers. And if we had a pre-approval letter a month ago, we may very well need to go and get that letter updated.
That's right. Yeah, it's the market has moved quickly. And we've talked about this a lot. Every single meeting we've talked about the rates have been steadily going up, and that's been the case since, Christmas, quite frankly. Now, what we've seen though is in the last maybe month specifically, I was looking at rates and really rates had gone up by about a point in the last month, depending on the type of loan and all that good stuff. So yes, you're right. That can impact someone's ability to qualify, especially if they're pushing, up to the top of their price, their price range. And with a product that has a hard cap, like the HDA, for example, the maximum debt to income ratio is 45%. So if you go a penny over that, then you can't do it anymore. Now, we have some really good flyers that they kind of summarize or show or illustrate what Lee put in that email, was to show the power of the interest rate, what it equates to with the equivalent rate, up or down of the purchase power that has. And I do not want the narrative to be like, the sky is falling. I mean, rates are up. That's good. But again, just remember, guys, that relatively, historically speaking, rates are still really low. Like we're still talking about rates around 4%. That is, again, really good.
That's
So if
not
you look at
what
it
she
from that
said.
perspective, what was that?
Nothing.
Oh.
She said rates were
It's all
around
relative.
5%.
Right. Rates are depending on the type of program, we're seeing rates up around 5%. And again, when I started in the business, which is, everyone's started a different time frame, we were up in the close to 7 or 6%. Now we've seen rates in the 17% range, 18% range, 12% range, right, depending on how long you've been in the market. But it is going to have an impact for everyone to a degree. It's going to take people by surprise. If people got pre-approved in, especially in December, January, and they haven't had their head down looking for properties, and they don't know that rates have changed, then they're going to say, wow, this has changed a lot. This is impacting us a lot. But I would say it's definitely smart to, for anybody who's pre-approved, check in and get updated numbers to make sure nothing is really changed. It's going to impact someone's comfortability level or qualification amount. And
that was really the point I wanted to drive home, was that, because so many buyers today, they're out there writing offers, and they've been writing offers for the last 6 weeks, 8 weeks, 12 weeks, in some cases, and they're not getting the houses. Well, now, their financial picture may have completely changed. And so maybe now they're not going to write that $400,000 offer. They're only going to write on a 375 or a 360 house, because the interest rates are up a full point from where they were a couple of months ago. And it's pretty dramatic. So.
Right. And time will tell whether, how this is going to impact the market itself. Does this mean that people will drop out of the market and choose to not maybe stay where they are, or will they decide to rent? Which, again, I don't know if the cost of renting is continuing to go up as well.
Yes,
so
it is.
It's not as much of as an attractive option as it used to be. It used to be sometimes more affordable. Once you hit that 4.5% to 5% interest rate, you'd say, well, maybe it might be worth it to rent. But now the cost of rent is almost out. It's keeping pace with the increase in prices and rates, if not maybe even more. So, there's, to me, the inventory is still so low. Even with rates going up, we're still going to see the price increases. But the point of all this, the rate increases, is to try to combat inflation and trying to raise rates proactively to kind of tame inflation, because inflation just eats away at everyone's dollars. If you're on a fixed income and you're retired, you get the same amount of money every month and you're budgeting that, but all of a sudden the cost of your items that you're buying go up by 10%. Well, you just got a 10% pay decrease. So the government does not want that to happen in a way that is going to hurt people significantly. It already has to a degree. We see it at the gas pump. We see it on the cost of goods. And it's only going to probably go up. But again, just keep in mind that inflation in and of itself is a byproduct of a stronger economy generally. Now, in our situation, there's other factors, supply chain issues, geopolitical issues. But in general, that means that the economy is moving in the right direction. Because if it wasn't, there wouldn't be the demand to drive up prices, and you wouldn't see this increase of the cost of things. So in general, it's a good thing, because it means the economy is in a good place, and the Federal Reserve feels that the economy can take an increase of rates like this. And a good economy leads to more jobs. It means raises. It means more people are able to purchase. So it all leads to, for us as in our industry, positive things. The only downside is the rates are a little higher. So we'll roll with it. It does get, as far as rates go, when rates go up like this, a lot of the riffraff, I should say, in the business from a loan officer perspective kind of leaves, because the last 2 years, they've just been doing nothing but refinances and making a bunch of money doing that. And now when they don't have that business anymore, because everyone's already had a 3% interest rate, you have a bunch of loan officers who are sitting around who don't have any business. They'll be getting out of the business. So that is a benefit for me, for those loan officers who aren't really that good to get out. But for you guys, you're going to see a lot of desperate lenders out there who are going to be floundering and offering crazy things to try, desperate things to try to get business, because otherwise they're going to starve. So we are a purchase centric lender. We never put our baskets or eggs in a basket of refis, because we know those come and go. So we're ready for this. Our operations staff is ready for the springtime. We are getting better and better all the time as far as that's concerned. Trying to think if there's anything else to kind of discuss other than rates. I hate just to talk about rates at these meetings, but that seems to be the hot topic of conversation right now. So we'll keep an eye on everything. Yeah. Does anybody have any questions about the market or rates in general, or anything else lending wise? Anybody? John's going once, going twice. Thank you for being here, Rob. We appreciate it. So Brian is here. Brian McCarty's here with Sage Title Group. Thank you for coming in, my friend. Always good to see you. Hopefully you're here for a closing.
We have some this afternoon later today.
Good.
Field office.
That's right. Yeah, I'll be headed down there.
Yes, so Miss Joy is coming out there to meet you.
Good.
And I believe she's meeting somebody at 3 too, so she has the code. So I think we're
good.
I wanted to pass out a few of these on. I don't know if we have these in the office, but this is on title insurance. The difference between the owners and the lenders.
Oh.
And hey, Blaine, good to see you, Dudley.
Good. Okay.
And so anyway, that comes up quite a bit on the difference between the owners versus the lenders. And that's put out by Title Resources, who is doing our class on the 20th of April, the auction class.
That's right.
Yeah, so that's going to be a good class. I'm excited for it because I understand there's a shortage of listings.
That's what I've heard. Yeah.
So anything we could do to help, he's going to go over some avenues that we might not all be aware of, some websites. hopefully put that bug in our ear and our clients' ear that there may be some property we can show them or go to the auction. So I'm excited about that class. One thing too, we are having a door prize drawing for the people that are here today.
All right.
So we're bringing those back in the attempt
Do you have a
to
map?
lure some more fish into the office. Oh, that's it. Yeah, that's the.
So there's the class that he's
that's the
referring
class.
to.
And you just click on that where it says click.
Yeah.
And register right there, because if you don't do it then, you'll get an email back from Matt saying you're in. But if you wait till 10 after 1 and call me, I won't be able to help you.
So just to confirm or clarify, Stacia sent this link out on Monday at 11:15. So check your email. You should have this in your email, your Logan Foster email. It's a free hour of CE, and it's about what I think is a really relevant topic, the auction process. We see more and more online auctions today as a method by which some institutions are selling houses. So I think it would be a good idea for all of us to be familiar with how this works, because you will inevitably have a client ask you, well, I saw this auction online, how does this work? So I would encourage you guys to attend this and see if we couldn't find some nuggets of information that might be helpful to us.
Thank you. Speaking of nuggets, I don't know if there's nuggets in these
Yeah,
today.
that's nougat, baby.
Nuggets.
That's nougat.
So we do have. So we do have some of those to go around. It looks like, I'm gonna try and see. Jason, I think you had 2 of them,
Take them.
you know?
I love my nougat.
He loves nuggets.
So that's great. And let's see, Kelly Foster, she's out and about, right? She's out of town perhaps.
Yep.
She had a couple of them.
Randall,
Texas.
Randall, take them. Okay.
You're covering for her. That's right.
Okay, all right. And let's see, Marvella, she had one.
Bella,
Marvella,
that's right. That's right. Bella got a payday.
that's good, that's good. And Eden got one.
Eden got a payday.
Yeah,
Okay.
Eden got one. So that's good.
You just can't get enough paydays,
Yeah.
right?
And,
Right.
let's see here, Adrian Smith had a payday.
Yesterday.
As a matter of fact, if you're on that call, they sent me a check to bring over for you, something about a tax check
Okay.
refund from closing you did.
Oh, well, that's nice.
So it's payable to your name, so maybe it was your refi.
Okay.
So
Good.
anyway, that's good. I've got to get it out of my bag. I'm glad you're on this list. Let's see here. Was there anyone else that had I see Sheena had one. Was there anybody else on the call that maybe I've missed? I've got some couple extra.
Any other closings that are unaccounted for yet? So I know Mike Anderson had a closing yesterday.
Okay, so
So he's
let's give him a heads
he's
up
not
on-
here,
Okay,
but
good.
he did have a
Good.
closing yesterday.
That's great.
Very
That's
excited.
Great, excellent. La Chamel,
La Chamel.
in and out. So they keep rolling.
Young
Yeah,
gun.
let's see here.
These are young gun.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, I wasn't at one of the meetings. I think I missed. I know you have a regional meeting tomorrow.
Yes.
I'm invited to the one in May on the south side.
Okay, gotcha,
So,
gotcha. Well, this is Tina's first one. I guess
Yeah.
that's why.
so on the peninsula, but
Okay.
I was in I went to Chantilly and I was presented an award. You know, when you have closings and you have shortages, whether it's from taxes or payoffs or something. I got the small claims award for stage at all the offices. So I never received that before, so it was quite an honor.
That's kind of cool.
Kind of like golf score, I guess the lowest is.
The lowest loss wins.
The loss.
Yeah, that's good, man.
Small
Congrats.
claims, so thank you. And it was a great year. I mean,
That's
So
good.
John probably had a great year. John, thank you so much. I was at Dillard's over the weekend, and the lady was asking me about rates, and I gave your name, John. I said, this guy is the best. And she,
Thanks, Brian.
yeah, I mean, it's true. I mean, we're so lucky to have our team. I don't know if insurance is on here, but we're so lucky to have people that we can get
Count
things
on.
done. Yeah, count on, got your back.
That's right.
If I'm thinking of a loan officer, I would, you got it, John.
Yeah.
And that's for life, even after I'm out of the business. So,
That's right. Telling my kids to go to
yeah,
John.
tell my kids and my grandkids to go to John.
Very good.
Yeah, so I appreciate
Truck
everybody.
is locked. You know the combo?
Phone
Sorry.
booth. What's she talking about?
Sorry.
All
Well,
right.
anyway, that's what I have today. Does anybody have any comments, criticisms,
Jason, I'm sure your
suggestions?
screen.
If not, you can contact me, email me, text me, 24 hours, as Jason would
Hey,
say.
Brian, I have a question.
Yes,
Right,
sir.
right.
24 hours.
Hey, Brian, what's been the how's the switch over to the single closer settlement company going since the switch, the law change? Has that changed anything?
It's gone much better than it did with the announcements that came up. The announcements
Okay.
scared everybody, including myself. But with our attorney, we're kind of business as usual. So that's
Good.
it
Okay.
hasn't
Good to hear.
been a wrench. I thought it was going to be the world was going to end, but apparently it didn't, and things have been going relatively smooth.
There was much to do about nothing,
Yeah.
apparently.
Yeah, so, that's how we are. I did talk to a couple people that said they wanted out of the business, and I guess they got out of the business, but it really didn't affect us, because we have the attorneys, so we can do what we need to do.
Cool.
If
Good to hear.
anybody- Yeah, so, thank you, but it's been going pretty smooth. Knock on wood.
Oh, what? All right, what are we doing here, Stacia?
Just drawing.
Yeah,
Who's drawing?
we're drawing.
Oh, we're
Yeah,
drawing?
so that's why you have to come into the
Oh,
office,
dude, that's
right?
awesome.
To get this, to get the
Oh,
card.
We got a
it's
drawing.
in there too.
Okay, that's cool.
Okay, how do we, all right, that's
We're gonna spin.
We're gonna spin the wheel. Here we
that's
go.
awesome,
Spin the wheel.
so cool. Starbucks.
That just means, yeah. No.
Finally.
Looks like Dudley.
Finally.
Dudley won.
Won the prize.
All right.
Thank you.
Nice
Is
job.
that Starbucks?
Yeah, Starbucks.
Oh,
Starbucks.
drinking drinks.
There you go.
Starbucks, very nice.
Thank you.
That's kind of a cool way to do it. That was nice. Yeah.
Gio should come in the
There
office.
you go.
Really, I included that.
Let's see. So I wanted to share with you guys this. This is something that I think is relevant. So we don't see a lot of Virginia Realtor contracts, but just so that you know, the paperwork and the documents that we use are provided to us by RAIN in cooperation with, obviously, the state of Virginia and the laws associated. But other areas outside of Hampton Roads use different forms and different contracts. And so, for example, Richmond or Williamsburg, they may use the Virginia Association of Realtors contracts and forms. And so you're going to see those from time to time, and it's a good idea to spend a little extra time reviewing them when you get them. And so I believe all of you received this as an attachment to the email that I sent out an hour ago. So I would encourage you to save this on your computer someplace because it's a really, really handy 2022 comparison chart. And it compares RAIN contracts with the Virginia Realtor contract. And it goes line by line through all of those major differences. So very cool. So RAIN, for example, requires a disclosure of third-party approval. For example, bankruptcy, short sales, etc., whereas Virginia Realtor Association contract does not. RAIN has checkboxes for personal property, you know, the microwave, the stove, the dishwasher, that sort of thing. Well, the Virginia Realtor contract does not have those check boxes. It just has blank lines to include any items that you wouldn't assume are included. So,
You just have to be careful that it's not a certain loan, because some of them you can't pass personal property, so.
I think that you sometimes, exactly, sometimes things are considered personal property and they're not necessarily real property, depending on how the seller has defined it. Home inspection, RAIN says 7-day application. So application, Virginia Realtor requires a commitment by a specific deadline, 5-day application, proof of funds. Many areas are curable default. No extension for home inspection. RAIN says 7-day application, credit report and appraisal, but RAIN allows for an extension if the home inspection where Virginia Realtor does not. Just a lot of little things in here that I think we should all be aware of when we start to see that Virginia Realtor contract. I've only seen a few of them, you know, in my day, but that doesn't mean that you're not going to run into this tomorrow.
Those
So
are mostly used in Williamsburg
and so if you have what if you have a buyer, you know, who wants to buy a property listed by someone who's not familiar with RAIN paperwork, right? It doesn't mean that you can't use RAIN, but it may be that the listing agent is not familiar with it. Maybe you can share this with them, or maybe they're going to say, I need you to rewrite this on the paperwork that my client is familiar with. And now you need to rewrite your offer using Virginia Realtor document, right? So
Where would you find it?
in the Virginia Realtor Association website, which, I mean, we're all members of the Virginia Realtor Association as realtors. So we all have access to the paperwork and it's on their website. So print this out and save it someplace for that off occasion where somebody hands you a Virginia Realtor contract. You're like, oh crap. So we've talked a little bit about you know, the inventory being tight. Obviously, you know, listings is the name of the game. We don't have any. It's tough, man. It's real tough. So, I mean, active listings, you know, we don't have, we've obviously got several that it sounds like are on the fence or in the process of getting ready. But as an office, we're not sitting on any listings. So as soon as we list them, they go under contract. So if can do where is it? So we have a bunch of pendings out there. Bunch of pendings. So there's all our pending listings. So it's not as though we're not able to sell them. It's just that as soon as we list them, they go under contract. So has anybody got anything they know that's coming up maybe in the next few days they want to tell us about? Any coming soons?
Wish I did.
That's all right. As soon as you get those announcement cards out, Marilyn, you're gonna have people. Your phone's probably gonna be ringing off the hook.
I have one.
Arvella.
Tell us about it, Bella.
It is 3-bedroom. It's a cute little starter home. It's been
Okay.
renovated. 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath. And we're looking at like 215.
Oh, wow. That's a first time buyer, sweet spot right there.
Marlene has a
Yeah,
buyer.
it is. It's a
Yeah.
cute little house. It's Old Town Point Road,
Okay,
and it should be going on next week, real quick next week.
awesome, awesome. So, yeah, I mean, it sounds like we've got some people with buyers that may be getting in the line. So,
Bring them to me. If you bring them to me ahead of time,
okay, all right.
because I really don't want to go through all that.
The 15 different offers, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
No,
I hear you.
no. My seller knows what they are looking for, and
Okay.
they want to help some families. They want to help a family get into that house.
Okay, that's nice. Thank you.
Thank you.
Freshly landscaped.
Are we talking?
No.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear anything. I just saw the mouse moving.
Did you say you have a listing coming at?
That's
177?
exactly.
Yeah, I heard.
You have a listing coming at 177, and where is that? In Portsmouth?
3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom. Basic.
Starter ranch?
Yeah, nothing wrong.
Okay,
It's in
clean?
good condition?
Clean, yeah.
Yeah,
It's got a garage. That's the highlight of it. It was built to sustain 150-mile-an-hour winds.
the garage.
The garage.
Okay,
Electricity and all that in there.
Why?
okay.
But they have their own hurricane shelter.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's what they said. When a hurricane comes, they go out in the garage, they have, everything they need out there.
They got electricity and all that out there. That's cool.
Lovely.
Jason, I've got another one.
I'm from Bermuda. We have parties in Oregon.
Jason,
Yes.
I'm gonna have another one in a couple of weeks.
Oh, wow.
This one is a duplex off of College Square.
Okay,
They're two bedroom, 1.5 bath. And it is the duplex
it's
itself.
both of them. So it's the whole building? Okay,
Whole building.
okay,
They're going for like 260 right now.
okay.
So that's where we're gonna price it.
That's kind of cool. You could live in one and rent out the other one and
Yes.
cover most of your mortgage.
Yes.
Are you
That's
talking
smart.
Virginia Beach College Park?
No, over near like where the McDonald's is, College Square, not College Park. I'm sorry, College Square.
Okay.
Over here?
Yeah, across from what is that? Like the Goodwill. If you go down the street,
It's
it's
back,
across from the McDonald's.
it's near the water tower.
Okay, okay, yeah. That's pretty cool. That's a great investment opportunity for somebody.
Bring your buyer to me.
Very good, very good. So. All right, gang. We can probably hop off now. Thank you guys for being here. We really appreciate it, as always. Congratulations, Dudley, on winning the Starbucks gift card.
And I just
Man,
got hooked on that Starbucks.
that was awesome. Felt like it was meant to be.
Yeah,
So, very good.
I've been using all my regular gift cards on Starbucks.
What?
So,
No, you
All right,
are
gang.
sweet.
have a great day, and we'll be here if you need us. I'll see you later, Marilyn. I'll be there
Okay,
by 4, no later than that.
okay,
All right, bye-bye.
bye.
Bye.